All right, so we got part 4. This is like the center of the front of campus. Basically, if you had a class back here, but you lived in student living, this walk sucked. My furthest class was that building right there. Like I said, from the landing to there would be a 20-minute walk. Ridiculous. This is James Hall. This is where the registrar's office is. I've been in there once, just to look at my no, this is Alderman Hall, excuse me. James Hall is over there. But yeah, I don't know what's in Alderman Hall. I think the cashier's office is in there, something like that. I don't know what's in there. This is Hoggard Hall right here. Don't know what's in there either.
Is that what the freshman slept?
That's yes, during Hurricane Florence, y'all. Since there was since people in certain dorms were displaced, they said.
Were they in Hanover?
I think they were in Hanover Hall. Okay. But yeah, in Hanover Hall, they put like these little cots in the gym floor and said they could sleep there. And you already know that looked bad for this school. But yeah, Hoggard Hall, I think this is where the cashier's office is, because I went in here once to get verified for a job on campus. Got a nice little shrubbery. Got a cannon. Don't know what the cannon is for. And they got the Seahawk out front. Oh, Bush got in the way, but plan on taking some pics there before I leave. It's gonna be sad.
Remember for the UNC game here, the line was coiled all the way up there and extended all the way back here?
Yeah, pretty. I didn't see it. Did it stop like right here?
Nah, it kept going.
Okay. Oh yeah. So if y'all don't know, we played the UNC Tar Heels this year, in the fall, and basically that's the only reason why I signed up for the Seahawk Club, was so I can get guaranteed tickets, and I did. But the line to get into to get student tickets, they started the line at what, 10 that day?
Yeah.
Started at 10, and the line was long. Like, it started from back there, like Tim said, went all the way up here, and that gate is where the front was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you might be thinking, oh, that's not that far. But then they started doing like zigzag lines. All right, started doing zigzag lines. It's kind of bad because I noticed some people were cutting. So I think people who were like past this dumpster had no shot getting a ticket.
They're still coming in late too.
Yeah, people were still getting in line. I didn't get in line because since I was in the Seahawk Club, we had like a line at the back of Trask Coliseum. That's where all the basketball games would be. So I saw Tim and Connor. There's a video on YouTube. Saw them, chilled with them for a little bit. Got Tim some Chick-fil-A. It was cold too.
Oh, I got there at like 12:30. I went from 12:30 to what was it, 8, 7, something like that.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Yeah, it was bad. And that's Hanover Hall. That's like another athletics building. They play mostly the volleyball games. All the volleyball games are in there. And there's a natatorium, which I think is where they swim. Our swim team, we got a swim team. I think we're pretty good. I've never gone to a swimming event. Don't have an interest to.
Don't have a choice anymore.
That is also true. Don't have a choice. But Trask, I'd come in here. I mean, every single year I've gone to less and less basketball games because our team has gotten progressively worse, unfortunately. But freshman year, it was so lit. I'd go to a basketball game like every week. And I remember we made the NCAA tournament. And since we were in the tournament, we had an afternoon game, but it was at a different site. So they had basically put the game on like the big screen inside of the arena. So they said if anybody wanted to come watch, you could come in. Me and probably like 1,000 other people were in the gym watching the game. We played UVA, University of Virginia. We lost by like 7 points. It was a close game. We put up a good fight. But I skipped class that day, and my professor, he's a dick because he was like, anybody who comes to class today is gonna get extra credit because I know people went to just watch the game. I'm like, bro, our school's in a tournament. How often does that happen for a mid-major school? Like, and we were supposed to have a dynasty too. But Keats left. When Keats left, it was mass exodus. All 5 of the recruits left with him. Well, they didn't leave to go with him, but they just decommitted from the school. CJ Bryce left. And just more people started leaving. Right now, the basketball team has nobody who was on the team when me and Tim were freshmen. Absolutely nobody.
Last year was just Thorns and Kaycock, right?
Yeah, Thorns and Kaycock. Was Ty on the team last year too? Ty Taylor.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was there. He was there for our freshman year, but they both transferred after their 3rd year here.
Oh, Ty, he didn't play at all freshman year. Cause he was on.
He was a redshirt. Yeah, he was redshirting. So that sucks. I think this is where the public, they come in back to the gate we were by. That's where the students go in. But you can't bring cameras inside of the building. I mean, I understand that, but you could probably, if you had a small enough camera, you can definitely sneak it. And if you're taking pics, I doubt that they would I don't know. You might get caught.
I think they don't even care if it had like a flash on it.
That is true. I haven't thought about that. Well, it says no video cameras, camcorders, or camera lenses. So, yeah.
Good luck with that.
But it's like, okay, you got your phone though. Your phones can have pretty decent quality. I don't know. We have a golf team. That's the golf truck right there. My friend was about to walk on to the golf team, but politics got in the way of that. He didn't end up getting on the golf team. Shout out to the Spanish moss trees. Look really cool. Excellent trees to climb on. They also had like a little area on the 2nd floor where the teams would have banquets and stuff. The Seahawk Club had like a little get-together thing. I wasn't able to go to it, but they had it in that banquet. I think they also had free pizza up there. School, every week there's something giving out free pizza. All right, so if you go here, just know, just look it up. Somebody's giving out free food. So just think about that. Either it's going to be in the rec, the Fisher Student Center. Sometimes they got free food at the basketball games.
And if you go join certain clubs, all my business clubs, every meeting you had, they always had free pizza just for attending, you know.
That too. One basketball game, they had like Papa John's boxes. They were just passing it back to the student section. And I think when Tim was outside waiting in the line for the UNC game, they were giving out Papa John's.
That was before we couldn't share with you know?
Yeah, Papa John's gave us a deal whenever our team scored, I think over 100, or no, was that the month? What was the deal for the Papa John's half off?
I think that was 100, and we also had like Bowberry biscuits too.
The Bowberry is if they miss 2 free throws. If a team misses 2 consecutive free throws that are playing against us, that only happened once. But like, they only show the promotion at the end of the game, and I swear, like, every time they put, like, if they miss, you get a Bowberry biscuit, everybody's going crazy. Because it'd be like at the end of games we're losing, that's like the only happy thing. And I think Munchies, they also had a promotion where you can get the fried Oreos. What was that for?
I can't tell you that.
Yeah, that's the Moratorium. Fried Oreos. I only had those once. Once I realized that we were going to get the promotion, I left the game early There was a few games where I just slept early. I usually like staying till the end, being a true fan, but some games when you're losing by 20, I mean, it's just, you just gotta dip. Got homework to do. Some games be on Thursday nights. I think I've never been to a women's game. I'm sorry for all the women's players who might be watching this video, but I'm sorry about that. But some of their games would be on like Fridays. I remember one of their games like on a Wednesday at 12. But I think that was a special day because like elementary schools got to like watch the game and stuff. The men's games are usually on Thursdays and Saturdays, sometimes Sundays. I don't know if they had them on Tuesdays, but I think that's it. That's the soccer field over yonder. Soccer team is pretty good this year and last year. Yeah, we were in the tournament and we played UNC, but we lost. I think that was last year. So UNC always got our number. We beat them in baseball last year though, but we just can't beat ECU. All right, we played ECU in baseball, and they beat us in the regionals of the tournament. So that sucked. There's more shots of the turf field. The soccer field is natural grass though. I've been to like 2 soccer games. They're all right. Not really a big fan of soccer or watching it. I'd actually rather watch a baseball game than soccer. If I'm in another country, I'll watch a soccer game because the culture is different. But here, I'd rather watch a baseball game. Because I remember the game when we went to, I missed the goal. I think so. Never been to a volleyball game. And also down back there, they have the track and the softball field. I've never been to a softball game. Softball team has either been mediocre or doo-doo. Last year they were doo-doo, and this year they were doo-doo. The girls soccer team is decent. I also did a documentary with one of the soccer players. Shout out to Sydney. She was in the World Cup with the Jamaican national team. But I never really checked the volleyball team. I know that there's a good amount of volleyball players who also play sand volleyball in the spring. But I know for other schools, they're like sand volleyball specific players that don't play on the volleyball team. So that's kind of weird, but I guess it makes sense. And our sand volleyball team's not that good. And the one place they would always go to play their sand volleyball games is closing. Dig and Dive. You heard about that? Mm-hmm. So I don't know where they're gonna play their games. I don't know if we're gonna still host tournaments. Don't know what's gonna happen with that, but we're back at the Warwick Center, as y'all can see. My first year here, I'd say the campus looked humongous. I mean, the campus still kind of big, I would say, but it gets smaller once you get used to it. There were some times, like during the first week of school, I felt like lost walking to class.
I guess this year, start getting classes on 1 or 2 buildings versus all over the place. So
yeah, that is true.
Like I know I only had classes in 2 buildings the past 2 years.
Yeah. So all the gen eds are spread out. 'Cause my physical education class that I had to take, my not every student here, you have to take a physical education class, PE. So I took Couch to 5K, which is basically a class where we learned how to run a 5K or worked up to running a 5K, and it was on a track. So, I mean, I liked it because, you know, I wanted to get some exercise. I wanted to lose some weight. So that's why I picked the class. But one day it was like raining, and our instructor still made us run out there. And luckily I didn't have a class right after that, so I could always take a shower after that class. But that class is pretty cool. Tim took like a fighting class.
I took jiu-jitsu. I was pretty decent at it too. And then right when we get to the good stuff, tear my ACL. Keep in mind, this class is on one side of campus, like the complete opposite side of where Cornerstone was. and I had to worry about scheduling issues. Guess we don't have that anymore as we got later into the years, but I remember I had that class directly after class in Cornerstone, so I had to put a little buffer right there to make it in time.
Yeah, my class was on the track, so I walked from Cornerstone to the track. I calculated the time is about 30 minutes. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be riding my bike from now on to class. And luckily I never had a class that far. Sometimes I would. Cookout is like right by the track. That it's just like a 5 more minutes from the track to get to Cookout. So late at night, sometimes me and my friends, we just go to Cookout, right, and get a tray. And that was another memory kind of missed. I think the last time I went to Cookout, the Cookout walk was sophomore year. So
that's when they had $5 trays.
They have $5 trays. Now they got like $6 or $6.50. Watch out for that, y'all. They bumping up prices around here.
By the time you get a milkshake instead of a tray.
Yeah.
You want a quesadilla sauce.
Here's the bookstore. It had some decent items in there. I never bought a shirt from the bookstore simply because the school's always giving out free stuff. So I didn't see the need to buy a shirt. Bought some stuff for family though. Bought an umbrella, pretty nice umbrella. Still kind of broken because like I told y'all, the wind on campus gets crazy. If you're wondering what that little building is, I don't know what it is. I think they got some stuff in there. I don't know. That building doesn't have a name. It's right there. It's definitely not where classes are held.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I've never seen anyone go in or outside of it.
Yeah. It's a mysterious building. Right there.
I gotta watch out for that building. They might have to cure the coronavirus.
I think they got like some energy stuff in there.
Oh yeah, this is a little power plant thing.
Yeah, that is kind of weird how you can go on these balconies, but you can't go on the... Well, I guess it makes sense because maybe if nobody's gonna be able to be drunk and then be on those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but after a certain point at night, these close. So
Done the other day.
yeah, who does that? Especially if you're in class. I haven't done that. Seen people high and go to class. Not seeing people day drunk and in class. So if you're over 21, don't be an underage drinker. I have to say that, legal reasons. But yeah, make sure you drink water before you go to sleep because you don't want to be hungover and go to class. Been there. It's not fun. So just remember to do that. All right, for those of you who are over 21. All right. Yeah, they also had the mail room in here, the campus post office. I used to work there for 2 semesters. It was nice. All my coworkers were cool. Yeah. What else did they have? They had Subway. So they used to have this app called Tap and Go or Tapingo. All right. So you could order your food and kind of make a reservation and just get it for pickup. So I could order a sandwich 10 minutes before I get off of work. So when I show up and pick it up, it's right there. I don't have to wait in line. But they got rid of that after sophomore year. I don't know why they got rid of it because it was very convenient as an app. It doesn't make sense to me. What?
Little fox.
I think that's a Shiba Inu. That's a cute dog. One of my friends who I worked with at a summer camp has that dog. I think they cost a lot. CIS building again. The building right there behind it is Osprey. That's Osprey, all right? But Osprey doesn't have the name on the building in the front of it. It only has it on the side. So I had a class in here. It was my college algebra class. I took my, looked up the map online. And I was like, where's Osprey Hall? Because this building didn't have a name on it. So it was kind of hard to find. But I eventually found it. I think Lutzy is adjacent to it. And then further down, Cameron. We already showed you everything else if you watched the videos prior. But yeah, we're walking back to my ride. And that's about it. Yeah, 4 years. It was a blast, but I guess it's all in the past. But just know when you're in college, time goes by fast. So make every moment last. Bowling too hard through the net, swish. I'm coming with the heat, you need protection. You'll be doomed if you enter my section. Yeah,